And then last night, I came home from a very long day. I didn't get home till late, and then I got ticked off at Baba Booey, and this book fucking promotion of his is really fucking pissing me off.
Why?
Because he's doing dumb shit. He's being a douche.
What did he do now?
Well, he's just thinking of the book every minute and not thinking about his primary job. There's a whole big article in Us Magazine now. Let me see if I brought it in. I probably forgot. I was so fucking angry. I just went like what? All the rules, everything I've taught this fucking guy go out the window because he's promoting a book? What's happened to you, man? You're turning out to be let me ask you.
It's a disaster.
You're a guy who books guests.
Yes.
And you're in Us Magazine with a full page. I understand you want that for your book. But you're booking guests, and then you're commenting on my guests, and it's not necessarily flattering you.
No, Howard, the whole thing's a disaster. In fact,
do you think Rob Burnett, who I happen to be friends with, who is the classiest fucking guy, you want to be in league with, listen, let's say I quit the business, and you want a job being Gelman or Rob Burnett, when do you ever see those two guys in the press commenting on guests and how they do?
Everything you're saying is right.
I know.
This is all part of that.
So what do I do? You're out of control.
I'm not.
And then he did something else I don't even want to talk about. That he should have checked with me first on. It was an obvious call. And I don't know. And then it puts me in weird positions. So I don't know. I'm very bummed out about the book. I mean, I'm happy for it. You see, and then people write me emails.
The book started out as a good thing, and now it's turning bad.
No, Gary it is a good thing, and I'm happy for him. And I told him that from the beginning. I'm happy he's got a book deal and all that stuff.
This is a bad thing, Robin. I didn't sleep. That's why I was here when you walked in. I was going to talk to you about it.
Is this the magazine? Yeah, I could barely look at you this morning.
I know.
I was so pissed.
And I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I'm mortified. So
how come I can't find it?
I don't know where it is. It's somewhere towards the back on the right-hand side. I just saw it.
You did?
And what did they do? Just list a bunch of people?
It's a big picture of Gary and a bunch of our guests and his thoughts on how they do on the show.
Oh.
I don't know the page. I can't find it.
Here, give it to me. I'll find it.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, please find it so I can yell at you. Thank you. I think that's the right Us magazine. I don't even know.
It may not be.
Maybe not. I think it is. Maybe it's not.
There it is.
Oh, there it is. Thank you.
I was going to say, that I haven't seen that cover before. It must be new.
Oh, yeah. Baba Booey's Celebrity Dish. And the way he knows these celebrities is through me.
So can I just give you
Gary Dell'Abate.
Can I just give you a little setup on it? So
no.
I can't.
I know the setup. The setup is you've got an overly aggressive publicist. Let me guess what you're going to say.
No.
And your publicist is busy with setting you up with stuff. But, when it comes to this stuff, you shouldn't be commenting on David Arquette, Denise Richards, and what you think. Ashton Kutcher, unless you want to switch roles. If you don't want to be the producer anymore, go take over Robin's chair, and she'll run off with this guy I'm going to set her up with.
No. But I
mean, what do you want from me? I mean, you're out of your mind.
I agree. This was terrible.
How do you get into these things? How does it all go Baba Booey on you?
So the book company says we got a bunch of interviews for you today, ranging from NPR to anything, and so Us Weekly's on the list. So I start talking to the woman, and she says, "Oh, I heard this guy, I heard that guy," and I'm talking, and I keep waiting for the interview to start.
Uh-oh.
Do you know what I mean? Like I literally, and she's like this and that. I keep waiting for the interview to start.
No, the interview started.
I know that.
You mean they trick you?
Well, I wouldn't say it was tricked.
What happens when you talk to guests in the green room and you come running in and tell me what they say? You don't know that they're sitting and listening to you? This guy,
That's a typical reporter move. Let's have a conversation.
He did,
and then I'll start the interview.
No, but he did an interview with Pia Lindstrom. And you know what Pia Lindstrom said? I heard it on Howard 100 News. She goes, he's a good interview. You know why? He doesn't shut up.
Right.
He just keeps talking and talking.
He doesn't ever stop.
And the guy has a high IQ. I don't even fucking get it. But there's no way anyone in this industry, like Letterman or Regis or any of these guys who are heavyweights, are going to respect you after this. No one respects you. You're talking about the guests in a way that you shouldn't be reviewing their performance. You can't do that.
It's true.
Not you. I know it's fun to be me.
No,
and you're feeling the pressure to go on these shows and talk to these reporters and give them something. Even Beth said to me, she had to interview him. She goes, "Gary's a great interview."
Oh, God, Gary, you're giving it up to everyone.
I go, is he? Yes, he talks a tremendous amount. I said, oh, good. She meant to compliment, but I interpret that like he can't fucking censor himself.
Wait, did Beth tell you what happened while we were there?
What?
Did she mention? So the people from Extra were like, hey, listen, we want to talk to you about David Arquette and somebody else. And I go, I don't really want to talk about that. They were really pressing me.
What you say is, listen, I'm a producer.
Right.
I work with these people, and this isn't my place. Or you just, you know what, you could have even, if you discussed it with me, you just say, you know what? Oh, gee, what do you think of Denise Richards? You know what? our guests are terrific. We love that they come in, and they all do a great job. Boom! Because you're the guy who books the guests.
But they didn't even ask him that.
Yeah. No, they didn't even.
No.
He offers it up. They weren't even asking him anything. This is before the interview.
No, they're asking me about different...
They're just saying, hey, I heard David Arquette on the show.
Here, listen
or
to this.
I did this, or I heard that.
Jennifer Love Hewitt. She has not fared well on the show. Wilmer Valderrama rated her an 8 out of 10.
That's not me talking.
And Rich Cronin... Well, I see. They add to it after you say she has not fared well on the show.
What do you think? I go, she hasn't fared well on the show. Then they
go back and look up.
My God. Ashton Kutcher. He seems pretty together, and he comes on and handles the relationship gossip. He called me once trying to get in touch with Howard, and now they've developed a friendship. I don't know why you have to say that.
I know.
You're the producer. Listen.
That stuff I don't know, Gary. You haven't told me that stuff.
Well, I said it on the wrap-up show.
Well,
Denise
I don't
Richards.
hear every moment.
I didn't like Denise Richards before she did the show. Now he's, why does he have to say that?
I have said that
why
on the
do you
wrap-up
have to
show.
say? But why?
I know.
This is in print, Gary. This is outside of our atmosphere, our universe.
Well, I always said to him, say nothing. I didn't like her before she did the show, but she spoke openly about her past. She's cool, funny, and self-deprecating. I was wrong about her. He was wrong about her. David Arquette. When David called in and talked about the separation with Courtney, he was just being real. Maybe he said too much. Great. I'm in the interview business about getting
and trying
people
to get people to talk, and he's now saying maybe you said too much.
He's criticizing David. Maybe he said too much, but at least he got to speak to Howard for 45 minutes and say everything on his mind. You could tell the dude was really hurting.
Oh, God.
That's the same quote from... It's all the same interview.
I see. Well, I don't care.
I know.
You got to fucking rein it in a little. Enough.
I'm telling you, it's one interview.
Rein it in. You know what? It grabbed me, man. It was a long day yesterday.
No, I understand.
And between the other thing and then this thing, it's like, come on, man. You know what to do. What, I got to spell it out for you? I think you're feeling so much fucking pressure with this book.
I wish I could tell you that I am, because I'm not feeling the pressure.
But then you're just stupid, and I know you're not, because you got a 121 IQ.
I was stupid in that interview. I'm telling you, I'm not feeling the pressure at all. I'm not saying, I got to say.
Rob Burnett would write a book, or he's got a new TV show he's working on, a new film. But he knows his Letterman place. He knows he can't do that.
Listen, he can't. People in interviews have asked me, this book's about your mother. It's about
but it's hard to respect you.
Hold on, let me finish the thought.
Yeah.
People said the book's about your mother. It's about this. Why? We were expecting a tell-all book, and I always said I would never write that book. Yet in this interview, I did exactly what I said I wouldn't do.
Right.
And then on top of it, if somebody buys the book based on that interview, they're going to be very disappointed.
David Arquette's going to read this, get bummed out, but he's not going to get bummed out about you. He's going to get bummed out about me because it's my show. That's why he's going to be bummed out. He might have said too much. This guy's got no friends right now who are in the media saying that he did the right thing. You're on there saying he might have said too much.
I think I actually said people say he said too much, but it doesn't matter.
All right, what's the difference? Wow. Anyway, I was kind of bummed, man.
You should be. I mean, you should be bummed. I'm bummed.
Don't talk to me about it off the air. I don't want to talk about it.
No, we talk.
Just never bring it up.
I agree.
Yeah. Don't apologize to me. Just come on, get your shit together.
Okay.
It's crazy what you're doing. You never see Gelman do that. I know Gelman's your hero. You think you're going to be taking over his job.
No, Rob Burnett's my hero.
Rob Burnett's your hero?
He really is.
Well, if Rob Burnett's your hero, call him up privately and say, what I did, is that a no-no? And he'll explain it to you.
I don't need to ask him to know.
He'll tell you, since you don't listen to me, let him explain it to you. It's bullshit.
And just realize, the moment you start talking to a reporter, the interview started.
I didn't know that. I told him that when he was back at NBC, yapping it up on the phone with all the reporters who would call.
The worst part of that whole thing was, so I go, so what else? And she goes, well, that's it. And I go,
oh, no.
I go, what about the book? You get a book? You have no questions?
No.
I thought it was good. I really, in my mind, I envisioned a piece like, Gary's got a book, here's some
You don't have the pressure of having to be entertaining. You don't. You don't have to be that entertaining. Just be the producer. Be a guy. Be like Lee Iacocca. Be like Mel Walkigan. If Mel wrote a book about his business life, he wouldn't sit and discuss who did well on my show. You got it. You're actually, believe it or not, an executive. Like Tim. Tim would not do that. He wouldn't. He knows.
I know.
I know you laughed sometimes with Tim. He would not do that. He knows the line.
It was a mistake. There's no doubt.
Either you want to be an entertainer or you want to be a producer. You got to choose one or the other.
But if you're dealing with the press, you have to actually know.
Right.
You just got to realize what you're dealing with.
Right. And he doesn't realize. I thought I realized, but I don't.
That was that whole argument I was having with Geraldo on that silly show. Yeah. Where Geraldo was saying that the reporter should have taken care of that general who was blabbing about how he hated Obama and his war policy.
Well, if they won't take care of a general, they sure as hell ain't taking care of Baba Booey.
Yeah. You're the pit crew for talent.
Right, Tim. Tim will tell you.
You're the pit crew for talent.
Yeah, you're the pit crew for talent. He's right. You know,
you're there to make sure that they have the tools in order to do their job.
Ah, the tools. Now, I don't have the tools. You know why? Because now when a publicist picks up the phone, they're going to say, you know, David, you don't want to come in. Gary thinks he talks too much. Gary thinks he talks too much. Fucking Baba Booey thinks he talks too much. Forget it. All right, no more talking about this. I'm done.
All right.
But this book, when's it all over? When's the book promotion over? When can I expect it to be done?
Depends on how well the book does. It could be over by November 3rd.
Good. When is November 3rd?
Next Wednesday.
Good. Be done with it. It's enough already. Look, I'm happy for you. I really am. I know you don't think so. I'm happy. I'm thrilled about the book for you.
I do think you're happy for me.
I'm excited. It's something exciting that's happening for you. Your story is great. I love the book. But, you know, come on. You got to use your head a little bit.
I understand. But, Howard, I do think you're happy for me. Why would you think that I don't think
Well, because I'm sitting here berating you.
Yeah, but you're berating me for something that I did wrong that isn't the book.
All right. But I don't want to berate you. I want you to be like Rob Burnett.
Listen, you're right. Sometimes people do stupid shit.
What's his name? Gilman or Gelman?
Gelman.
Be like him. Be Gelman Jr.
And I like him. He's not my top
You never see this guy. This guy, you know, they put the camera on him once in a while, this and that and the other thing. But he would never comment on how a guest does.
We work it together so everybody understands what each position is on the field.
Go talk to Tim for an hour. That's your punishment.
We plan our success, and we execute the plan.
Right. Tim, the plan is not working today.
We diagram programming. We lay out programming. We have weekly meetings. We discuss what's up and coming. Then we execute our plan.
He does, though. He does.
He's a general.
He's a general.
I'm listening to the show.
General Sabian. Now, let me tell you something. I don't regret the day I hired him.
Not at all.
He runs things around here. He's on fire. This is some fucking guy. And I never read about him in Us Magazine.
Our company was very proactive in addressing this issue.
This guy is the greatest program director out there. I don't give a shit.
What anybody says.
I don't care what anyone says. People are saying things. Better than Kevin Riley. There, I said it.
There you go. There you go. That's right.
That's right. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. It's fun talking to him on tape.
Everybody here puts their blood, sweat, and tears into this product.
All right. Anyway, so I was bummed out about Baba Booey last night. I was going to pick up the phone and call him.
Unfortunate.
Instead, I watched No Ordinary Family.
Did that make you feel better?